Hey guys, welcome to the Super Bowl Post Show where we talk about things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. It's your boy Stevie Hayes, and today I want to talk to you guys about the Flash trailer. Okay, so obviously during the Super Bowl, we ended up seeing the first official trailer for the Flash, and oh boy. So obviously for my reaction, right, this trailer was obviously incredible. And instead of doing a breakdown like everyone else is doing, I kind of just want to do the big takeaway, my biggest takeaways from this trailer. So let's start with Batman. Okay, so I first want to get into Batman because it's nuts the things that we saw in this trailer. So first off, we get to see two Batmans in this trailer. We see Michael Keaton and we see Ben Affleck as Batman. Now one of the things that is obviously dope is the fact that we got to see Keaton's Batman fight and basically the combat, the way that he was fighting, the way that he kind of dove down and kind of just grabbed this dude and slammed him on the ground was amazing, because in Batman 89, they didn't have the technology to do this kind of fighting. So the fact that we got to see this was awesome. Also makes me think too, with seeing Keaton do that, maybe the combat in Batgirl was like the same level, so very nuts. Something that also caught my eyes is that we got to see that Ben Affleck's Batman is riding the same bike that Christian Bale rode on in his Dark Knight trilogy. And obviously this would make sense because we are on an alternate Earth, which explains why Bale isn't on this bike. But yeah, it was super awesome. Also got me was we got to see this scene where we saw like 6 of Michael Keaton suits. Now we obviously, I'm pretty sure we see the 2 original ones in the like right in the front, but then around him we see one suit that has the, I'm pretty sure it's like the Batman 66 symbol. We see another suit with two gun holsters, which were probably for his grapplers, and then we see another suit that is freaking navy and gray. And we also get to see this other suit. I think it was like a aquatic suit for when he goes under the water, and then the last suit on the right side, I'm pretty sure that last suit was like it had like the airplane goggles on, which was super dope. So we got to see all of these suits, and I would be thrilled if we get to see some of these suits in action as well. So that will also be super exciting. And I also want to mention while we're here talking about the suits is that we also get to see Ben Affleck fighting in the navy and gray. And I don't like the little design that's on his chest area. I don't like that, but maybe in action, it looks a little better, and maybe those things on his chest have a certain meaning to it as he's fighting against all of these people. Maybe, I'm not sure. We also get to see the Batcave, which is also awesome. And what this trailer kind of has showed me in regards to Batman is that Michael Keaton's Batman has a big role in this movie, and he seems so intelligent and smart. And I have a feeling that these two Batmen are going to be the heart and soul of this movie, because this trailer made me feel like I'm watching like a No Way Home Batman movie. I didn't really feel like I'm watching The Flash just because it was so much Batman and it was awesome. Now, secondly, let's talk about Supergirl, okay? So obviously, Supergirl is being played by Sasha Calle. When Sasha Calle first got casted, I was very iffy about it, and I was vocal about that. I do remember, I think it was last year, or maybe 2 years ago, I even talked about, her being on set, and we saw her costume, and I was very iffy about that. Now, not gonna lie, she looks super dope in this trailer, and so the angle that I kind of see them going with Supergirl is like they're showing us the reason why Jonathan can't hit away Clark for so long. And it's because of this very reason, because the way from what it looks like in the trailer, she's probably been treated like a lab rat. And when we see her in the trailer, she's in this dark dungeon type of area. And we see her in Skin and Bones. And that's obviously because she hasn't gotten any type of sunlight, because Kryptonians get their power on Earth from the sun. But I'll say this: her action scenes look super awesome. Her suit looks really good in action, and one of the things that hit me is that she's going to be facing off against Zod, which I'm really excited to see as well. And I hope that the fight isn't one-sided also. And I don't think it is. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how her combat is going to be. And also, I do think that Kara Zor-El's combat is going to be very good. Like, Henry Cavill Superman didn't really have any combat skills. I think she is, because technically she's older when she leaves Krypton anyway. So I'm very excited to see her fighting style. And now, but while we're here, right, Zod is going to be in this film as well, and I'm so happy to see him come back. And from what it looks like is that they are kind of replaying what happened in the Man of Steel. Now, I hope that Kara Zor-El doesn't snap his neck like Clark Kent did, because that was wrong. He shouldn't have done that. If he's super strong, you could have just moved his eyes. But I'm not going to rant about that. We can talk about that another time. But super awesome, and I am just loving this. So, lastly, we are going to talk about the Flash, because this is the Flash movie. So, let's dig into it. Okay, so when this movie first got announced, I was not the biggest fan of the Flash suit. I kind of hated it, not gonna lie. Now, I don't know if it's grown on me after seeing this trailer, or the angles of the suit in this trailer are just selling me, but it looks better. And I do think that Ezra Miller is acting his butt off in this film as well. And also, I'm calling it, and just like a lot of the other superhero YouTubers have, that other Flash is the villain, has to be. I thought that I would get tired of the whole Barry goes back to save his mom type of ordeal, but it is coming off as this is the catalyst of the events that happened, and it is not like, it doesn't seem like that's going to be the main center point of this film. Like, everything's not going to revolve around that main event. It seems like that's going to be the catalyst, and then we're going to get a bunch of other problems that we're going to focus on, which I do like, which I think the director did because he obviously knows that we've seen this in the Flash TV show happen. But so far from what I see, Ezra is doing his thing. I still do not believe that he will be the Flash in James Gunn's universe. I do think he's going to go with another guy, just as he's done with all of the other characters. I also heard that Christopher Reeves is going to be in this movie as well. I do think that it's a shame that Henry Cavill is not in this film. Me personally, if I was James Gunn in the directors, I would have put all the original characters in just for one last hurrah. But honestly, walking away from this trailer, this is all I'll say. This has to be one of the best comic book movie trailers of all time. The action was there. The fan service was there. The plot seems like it's so full. I'm very excited to see how it's going to be. Now, I do think this movie is not going to be very balanced because, as I said, this trailer just really like showed Batman, and I think that's going to be what makes fans go to see it, not really the Flash story. So, there are going to be some crutches there, and so I hope that when we see this movie, right, I hope that it's not like the Flash just kind of flops throughout the movie, and then whenever Batman comes or Supergirl comes, we're just hype. I hope that this movie holds really good quality, but we'll only find out as time goes on and as we actually see the movie in June. So, but all in all, this was a great trailer. This trailer was a W. A lot of people like it, and I'm excited to see what happens next. But do me a favor, guys, like and subscribe. All right, and ring the notification bell so you know when I post this. This page is awesome. I love how you guys are supporting me on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. It's awesome. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.